Well, Georgia is prepping for next Tuesday's primary election runoff. Meeting this week is the last week for early voting. Eyewitness News reporter Winnie Wright spoke with local leaders who tell us why you may want to vote early.
Georgia voters will head to the polls next Tuesday after many of May's primary elections resulted in a runoff. The Lowndes County Board of Elections has been open for early voting since June 30th, and they say the turnout has been surprising.
The turnout for this runoff has been higher than usual. It's almost on par with the May 20th election, which is very unusual. Usually for a runoff it's about 3 to 4%, and we're actually exceeding that.
Linksweiler says no one really knows why the voter turnout has been higher than usual, but she says if these early voting numbers are any sign for what's to come on Election Day, your best bet is to hit the polls early.
Being that the turnout has been high for the runoff, we recommend everyone coming on in for early voting. That way they can avoid lines on Election Day.
Some of the major runoffs taking place are the Republican candidate for U.S. Senate. Jack Kingston and David Perdue are facing off for that seat. Next up, who will fill Kingston's 1st Congressional District seat? Buddy Carter and Bob Johnson are fighting for the Republican nod, and Brian Reese and Amy Tavio are also facing off for the Democratic nod. Georgia voters are invited to come cast their ballot early here at the Lowndes County Elections Office on North Oak Street in Valdosta. They are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. all this week. In Valdosta, Winnie Wright, WCTV Eyewitness News.
Now, the last day to vote in the Georgia primary runoff, that's Tuesday, July 22nd. You can go to My Voter page to get your questions answered about the election, or you can call the number on your screen. That's the elections office. That's 229-671-2850.